many years because he likes it here. And I don't know if he got the chance to vote or not, and maybe he'll mention it and maybe he won't. Please welcome Julius Carter.
Obama. No, I didn't vote for Obama, sorry. I do like him though, because he's probably one of the coolest, important black people on earth, other than Snoop, who is now Snoop Lion. I don't know what Snoop was thinking, but he makes reggae music, which is actually quite terrible if you ever get the opportunity to listen to it. It's fucking horrible, pardon my language. So I'm trying my hardest to break this anti-vulgarity law. No offense to the owner, you're wonderful, wonderful. A lot of things are different living in Germany than in the United States. One thing that is the most interesting is the language barrier. I don't speak great German, but the German I do know I'm very proud of. And I can tell that the German people that I use it with are very happy to hear me speak German, even though I sound like a 4-year-old. When I order my drinks, that's when my German is the best. Obviously, ordering alcoholic beverages, everything's better with alcohol. I don't have to go any further than that, do I? You guys know what I'm talking about. Freaky time. You know? Okay, anyway. But yeah, so that's when my German's the best. I'm like, Entschuldigung. Yeah. Eine großes Pils bitte. Vielen Dank. I don't know what... Vielen Dank. Thank you, see? That's awesome to you guys. That's as far as it goes. I know tut mir leid, which means my bad in German, right? That's like my bad. Oh, sorry I spilled your drink. Tut mir leid. My bad, you know what I'm saying? Keep it real, man. It's all good. Yeah. I don't speak ghetto, but I got some swag. I keep my swagger strong, if you know what I'm saying. So Christmas is coming soon, but shortly before that, based on the Mayan calendar, the whole world is going to implode and you're all going to die in a fiery ball of hell, right? Because apparently, the guy who decided he was going to take the job to be the Mayan calendar guy, personally I believe he quit, because that's a shitty job. You gotta stay in a cave, they're bringing in batches of lightning bugs to give you light, and you're in there with a chisel and a big ass round stone, and you're keeping track of time based on stuff that you see in space without a telescope. That's a horrible job. I'm sorry, it's terrible. But yeah, I think he quit and nobody else wanted to take the job. I mean, they probably had a meeting and the chief came out and said, oh, so John died and we have an opening. Anybody good with numbers in the group? And everybody's like, dude, don't raise your hand. Pocahontas, put it down. That's Native American, by the way. I don't know any Mayan names, so call me insensitive. Tut mir leid. See? It applies globally. It's a global thing. But I'm pretty sure everywhere in the world, everybody understands my bad, right? No? Okay, well, forgot you guys. I don't need your acceptance. That got quit and the time stopped. So now we're all gonna die, thanks to nobody taking the job. Speaking of German, I took my daughter to the hospital because she was very sick recently. And she was sick for 3 days. I got a doctor's note, and the doctor was pretty insensitive to me not speaking complex German. And he said some things to me that I just didn't understand, but he handed me the ticket for the medicine. And that I understood. I'm like, that's for the drugs. Got that part. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. The other one was the note that makes sure I don't get fired from my job for staying home for 3 days. And I also knew what that one was. Very happy about that. Lots of Xbox time. And let's just say I'm prestiging pretty nice in Call of Duty. You know what I'm saying? Got some new guns. Keeping it real gangsta in Call of Duty. Oh yeah, okay. So I left the doctor's office. I went to the apotheker. The apotheker, as I would like to say it, but you guys would make fun of me for speaking really bad German. The apotheker. And I went to the apotheker. I got my daughter in my arms because my wife is at work. And I'm carrying her to the apotheker, and she's talking to me. I don't know what she's talking about because she's speaking German. Her German's better than mine, by the way, it sucks because we'll be alone and she'll be asking me for things I have no idea what she's talking about. Really, I have no idea. Daddy Marlin. I'm like, I don't know that guy. I don't know Marlin, but apparently it means drawing? And what's the word for drawing in German? How do you... Marlin. Marlin. I'm so American right now. Oh my God. That's Marlin. Tut mir leid, das ist Marlin. So schade, mein Deutsch ist so scheiße. Yeah, so she tells me things I don't understand. So she's talking to me and I'm going inside and I'm thinking, oh, this medicine's gonna cost so much money because in America, we don't have awesome healthcare like you German folks do. We have to pay for all of our drugs, legal and non-legal. And I brought this ticket inside, not realizing that this was going to be free. So I felt awkward when I handed the lady my ticket for drugs. And she goes, oh yes, wunderschön, wunderschön. And I'm like, yeah, okay, dude, just give me the drugs, man, I gotta get out of here, come on. I don't have time for this. And so she takes everything, the paperwork, and she puts this box and kind of gives it to my daughter, she takes a toy, and then disappears. I'm like, Lily, you better be glad you're mine. God, this sucks. So she comes back with all the medicine, and I'm like, all right, so, this is gonna be how much? And she's just looking at me, and we had to stare down for like a good minute. A good minute, like a whole 60 seconds. We just looked at each other, and I'm just like... What's going down here? We're gonna do this, or... I'm looking around, there's nobody else in the room. And finally I worked up the gumption to take the medicine off the counter, and I took it. One whole swoop. It was like 4 bottles. I was like... I didn't stare down still. It continued. And I slowly left the room because I wasn't sure if I was stealing. I wasn't sure if I was stealing. I looked at her as I was moving, and I'm sure you can understand the complexity of this. Is a baby medicine and an awkward black man in Germany. I'm making my way towards the door, and I'm just looking at her like... And then I left. Thank you. Speaking of presidential elections, I think, and with Obama being one of the coolest, important black male figures in the United States, that guy's got a voice like a sports commentator. And I don't think anybody in the world has noticed that. Barack Obama could be the #1 football commentator on earth. Seriously, he'd be like, well, Joe, I gotta say, we have a lot of hope on the Dell side. But I'm not seeing too much change over here. He would do a great job. Obama is a smooth dude. Like, do you guys know who Earth, Wind, and Fire is? Yeah? We call him an Earth, Wind, and Fire brother because he doesn't speak ghetto. Like, he's the guy who's listening to Earth, Wind, and Fire and like really old Commodores, music like that. He's old school. New school brothers are listening to 50 Cent, Nas. Okay, you know what? Sorry about that, because I know a lot of you Germans like Nas because somehow that's not too commercial for you guys. And speaking of which, why is commercial hip-hop like the Antichrist to German people? You guys hate commercial hip-hop, seriously. I can't go to a club and hear a commercial hip-hop song and dance and not have people look at me like, oh, so scheiße, das Musik. So scheiße, das Musik ist so scheiße. Guck mal. Guck mal. Das Nigger tanzt. I digress. Oh man, you guys are really a lot better than last time. Last time, oh man, I relied so hard on my friends to get laughs, it was really tough. I was sweating, I had armpits, puddles in my armpits. That's because of my deodorant sucked, but that's not your fault. That's not your fault. Oh man. So I had this whole arranged set that I was going to come up here and do for you guys. I had a few impersonations that I was going to do of Obama and Mitt Romney, but I don't do a good Mitt Romney, unfortunately. Yeah, go figure, right? Go figure. How do you do it, Mitt Romney? I got a plan. Who watched the debate? You guys watched the debate? Yeah. Did you hear about Mitt Romney's plan? No, you didn't. Crickets in the room. Because he didn't have a plan. He said he had a plan, but he didn't have a plan. And Obama's just like, he doesn't have a plan. He doesn't have a plan. And he looked at Obama when he says, I got a plan. Wait, let me finish. Wait, let me finish. Wait. My plan is that I'm going to do that. And everybody's like, what are you going to do, Romney? What are you going to do, man? Obama's like, told you, don't got a plan. Don't got a plan. I think this day and age it's really hard to be funny. People are really jaded. I think we've heard all of the really, really funny stuff already. Dave Chappelle, yeah, that's all I got at the moment. When it comes to me, I'll definitely let you guys know because... So it's really difficult coming up with new jokes. And last time I came, I made a couple jokes about going to the bathroom, which were probably a little bit inappropriate at the time. I'm sorry, but... Thank you. I'm glad I'm pretty sure we established that it was inappropriate when I said it was inappropriate. So. But, yeah. Well, guys, that pretty much wraps it up for me, actually. And thank you for being such a great audience. Thank you. I'd like to introduce a really cool guy, hilarious, and he smells wonderful, by the way. Really. When I leave him, I miss his musk. Thank you. And my buddy Haiku, which is really like the... Okay, never mind. Come on up, big round of applause, and enjoy the rest of the show.
Hey, my name is not Haiku. Haiku. So, as some of you guys might not know me, I thought I might just introduce myself. My name is Haiku. I'm 28 years old. I'm a white male. My blood type is AB, which means I can take blood from pretty much anybody in this room.